In the heart of rural Japan, a small and curious team of explorers embarked on an expedition to uncover the mysteries hidden deep within the dense forest of Aokigahara. With their determination fueled by both scientific curiosity and a sense of adventure, they ventured into the unknown, blissfully unaware of the chilling encounter that awaited them. Led by Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, a renowned archaeologist, the team comprised of researchers, historians, and a brave cameraman named Kazuki. Their goal was to unearth evidence of ancient civilizations that might have once thrived in the area, leaving behind traces of their existence. Armed with state-of-the-art equipment and a passion for discovery, they set out with high hopes. The forest was unlike anything they had ever encountered before. The trees seemed to close in around them, casting an eerie shadow over the ground. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves and the distant cry of a bird. It wasn't long before the atmosphere began to weigh heavily on their spirits. Days turned into nights as they tirelessly explored the depths of Aokigahara. Strange markings were found etched into the trunks of ancient trees and weathered stones that hinted at long-forgotten rituals. Dr. Tanaka's excitement grew with every discovery, while Kazuki's camera documented their journey with an underlying tension. On the fifth day, as the sun began to set, the team stumbled upon an isolated shrine hidden amongst the trees. The shrine was adorned with faded red banners and moss-covered statues, depicting a spider weaving a web. The sight sent shivers down their spines, for they recognized the creature from local legends, Jorogumo, a mythical spider creature known to lure humans into her lair. Despite the warning signs, Dr. Tanaka's fervor to uncover the truth pushed them forward. As night fell, they decided to set up camp near the shrine, their curiosity overshadowing their unease. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for what would come next. As the team settled in, a subtle unease gnawed at them. Kazuki's camera captured the flicker of shadows and the whisper of movement just beyond the edge of the firelight. Uneasy glances were exchanged, but no one spoke the thoughts that hung heavy in the air. In the dead of night, a chilling wind swept through the trees, extinguishing the campfire. The darkness seemed to grow thicker, suffocating the very air they breathed. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. Glowing eyes, like orbs of malevolent intent, began to appear from the shadows. A soft, haunting melody drifted through the air, its source impossible to locate. The explorers clutched their chests, feeling their hearts pound in rhythm with the eerie tune. The forest itself seemed to come alive, trees swaying in time to the ghostly melody. Then, emerging from the darkness, an ethereal figure took shape. It was a woman, her beauty untouched by time, her eyes glinting with a mesmerizing allure. She wore a kimono that seemed to flow like liquid darkness, merging seamlessly with the night itself. Her delicate smile held a promise of both pleasure and peril. Dr. Tanaka's rationality crumbled as he stepped forward, compelled by an otherworldly force. The others tried to stop him, but they too found themselves drawn by the enchanting stranger. It was Kazuki, the cameraman, who managed to resist the pull, his fear overriding his curiosity. With an agonizing scream, the team watched in horror as Dr. Tanaka was engulfed by the woman's kimono, his body disappearing into the fabric like a moth drawn to a flame. The woman's form seemed to waver and distort, revealing the grotesque truth. Her body was woven from the threads of the victims she had ensnared over centuries. In a desperate bid to escape, Kazuki turned and ran, his camera shaking in his trembling hands. The forest seemed to conspire against him, the trees twisting and contorting to block his path. He could feel her presence behind him, her haunting melody echoing in his ears. Days later, the authorities found Kazuki's camera abandoned at the edge of Aokigahara. The footage it contained was a harrowing testament to the horrors he had witnessed. The forest held its secrets tightly, leaving the fate of the expedition team and the chilling encounter with Jorogumo to the whispers of the wind. And to this day, the legends of Aokigahara continue to warn those who dare to venture too deep. Beware the beauty that conceals the beast, for Jorogumo still weaves her web of deception, waiting for the next curious soul to succumb to her seductive trap.